Hey everybody, welcome to another reading of the Bible for Sacred Sundays. I am falling behind in my reading of Exodus. I'm 10 chapters behind actually, according to the calendar. Despite the fact that I started late in the month of August, I'm still very behind in Exodus. So I'm going to read chapter 23 today for Exodus. Thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thine hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrest judgment. Neither shalt thou countenance a poor man in his cause. If thou meet thine enemy's ox or his donkey going astray, thou shalt surely bring it back to him again. If thou see the donkey of him that hateth thee lying under his burden, and wouldst forbear to help him, thou shalt surely help with him. Thou shalt not wrest the judgment of thy poor in his cause. Keep thee far from a false matter, and innocent and righteous slay thou not. For I will not justify the wicked. And thou shalt take no gift, for the gift blindeth the wise, and perverteth the words of the righteous. Also thou shalt not oppress a stranger, for ye know the heart of a stranger, seeing ye were strangers in the land of Egypt. Oops. There, land of Egypt. 6 years thou shalt sow thy land, and shalt gather in the fruits thereof. But the 7th year thou shalt let it rest and lie still, that the poor of thy people may eat. And what they leave the beasts of the field shall eat. In like manner thou shalt deal with thy vineyard and with thy olive yard. 6 days thou shalt do thy work, and on the 7th day thou shalt rest, that thine ox and thine donkey may rest, and the son of thy handmaid and the stranger may be refreshed. In all things that I have said up unto you be circumspect, and make no mention of the name of the other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. 3 times thou shalt keep a feast unto me in a year. Thou shalt keep the feast of unleavened bread. Thou shalt eat unleavened bread 7 days, as I commanded thee, in the time appointed of the month Abib, for in it thou camest out of Egypt. And none shall appear before me empty. The feast of harvest, the first fruits of thy labors, which thou hast sown in the field, and the feast of ingathering, which is in the end of the year, or at the end of the year, when thou hast gathered in thy labors out of the field. 3 times in a year all thy males shall appear before the Lord God. Thou shalt not offer the blood of my sacrifice with leavened bread, neither shalt the fat of my sacrifice remain until the morning. The first of the first fruits of thy land thou shalt bring unto the house of the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not seethe a kid in his mother's milk. Behold, I send an angel before thee to keep thee in the way, and to bring thee into the place which I have prepared. Beware of him, and obey his voice. Provoke him not. For he will not pardon your transgressions, for my name is in him. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice, and do all that I speak, then I will be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries. For mine angel shall go before thee, and bring thee in unto the Amorites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Canaanites, the Hivites, the Jebusites, and I will cut them off. Thou shalt not bow down to their God, nor serve them, nor do after their works, but thou shalt utterly overthrow them, and quite break them down their images. Ye shall serve the Lord your God, and he shall bless thy bread and thy water, and I will take sickness away from the midst of thee. There shall nothing cast their young, nor be barren. There shall no thing cast their young, nor be barren. I think there's a typo there. Sorry. In the land, the number of thy days I will fulfill. I will send my fear before thee, and I will destroy all the people to whom thou shalt come. And I will make all thine enemies turn their backs unto thee. I will send hornets before thee, which shall drive out the Hivite, the Canaanite, and the Hittite from before thee. I will not drive them out from before thee in 1 year, lest the land become desolate and the beasts of the field multiply against thee. By little and little I will drive them out from before thee, until thou be increased and inherit the land. And I will set thy bounds from the Red Sea, even unto the sea of the Philistines, and from the desert unto the river. For I will deliver the inhabitants of the land into your hand, and thou shalt drive them out before thee. Thou shalt make no covenant with them, nor with their gods. They shall not dwell in thy land, lest they make thee sin against me. For if thou serve their gods, I will surely be a snare unto thee. And I read chapter 24, it's pretty short. Chapter 24 of Exodus. He said unto Moses, Come up unto the Lord, thou and Aaron, Nadab and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel, and worship ye afar off. There we go. Worship ye afar off. Moses alone shall come near the Lord, but they shall not come nigh or near, neither shall the people go up with him. Moses came and told the people all the words of the Lord, and all the judgments, and all the people answered with one voice, and said, All the words which the Lord hath said we will do. Moses wrote all the words of the Lord, and rose up early in the morning, and builded an altar under the hill, and 12 pillars according to the 12 tribes of Israel. He sent young men of the children of Israel, which offered burnt offerings and sacrificed peace offerings of oxen unto the Lord. Moses took half of the blood and put it in basins, and half of the blood he sprinkled on the altar. And he took the book of the covenant. And read in the audience of the people, and they said, All that the Lord hath said will we do, and be obedient. Moses took the blood and sprinkled it on the people, and said, Behold, the blood of the covenant which the Lord had made with you concerning all these words. Then went up Moses, Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, and 70 of the elders of Israel. Oh, speedy. They saw the God of Israel, and there was under his feet as if it were a paved work of sapphire stone, and it were the body of heaven in its clearness. Upon the nobles of the children of Israel he laid not his hand. Also they saw God, and did eat and drink. The Lord said unto Moses, Come up to me into the mount, and be there, and I will give thee tablets of stone, and the law and the commandments which I have written, that thou mayest teach them. Moses rose up, and his minister Joshua, and Moses went up unto the mountain of God. He said unto the elders, Tarry ye here for us until we come again unto you. And behold, Aaron and Hur are with you. If any man have any matters to do, let him come unto them. Moses went up unto the mount, and the cloud covered the mount. The glory of the Lord abode upon Mount Sinai, and the cloud covered it 6 days. And the 7th day he called unto Moses out of the midst of the cloud. The sight of the glory of the Lord was like devouring fire on top of the mountain in the eyes of the children of Israel. Moses went into the midst of the cloud, and gate him up into the mount. And Moses was in the mount 40 days and 40 nights. So that's chapters 23 and 24 of Exodus. Hope you enjoyed the reading. Bye-bye.